Good morning, it's Margaret Febby at the University of Sewing and it's Facebook Live. And apparently we have a trio today. So we have Denise and Rachel with me today.
Hi, guys.
Good morning. Happy Friday, everybody.
And I know you guys like that when they're all here with me. So
We're a fun bunch.
it's not as much fun when it's only just me.
I feel like we laugh a lot more when there's a larger group.
I think that's probably accurate. Okay, guys, we have so many exciting things coming up and so much fun stuff to talk to you about. But we're going to lead off with Rachel talking about our giveaway today.
Our fun giveaway today. I think it's perfect for a day like today. It's going to be 65 degrees outside, you guys. Don't get too excited. You know this is just false spring. This is lying spring out here right now.
Yes, for sure.
But in order to celebrate the warm weather and everybody thawing and coming out in the sunshine, we are going to be giving away today this beautiful patriotic batik trio bundle of fat quarters and a Bernina koozie for lemonade, sodas, whatever beverage you might happen to have.
In a can.
Sport your Bernina pride. Anything that comes in a can.
That's
keep
right.
it nice
I
and
wonder what that
cold
would be. You're
with some
giving me
Bernina
ideas.
pride.
I like
And so you know how to do this. All you have to do is hit share on our Facebook Live and then just put in the comments that you shared it and you'll be entered into a drawing to win these. I want to win these today.
And all the cool kids do the sharing. So if you want to be with the cool kids, hit the share button, guys.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. So, do you know what this week was like? You two you had to help me out. We had somebody out sick. And then, but the bigger problem, I mean, I usually can deal with someone being out sick, but the bigger problem was the fact that we had Aaron and Dave gone all week long. They were the queue fix-it men. So they installed queues, they fixed queues, they did COAs on queues.
No kidding, they need superhero capes.
They went everywhere.
Yeah,
They went everywhere.
Out the door instantly.
So we figured out about 100 miles, and that, I mean, poor guys, when they came back on Tuesday, they were dragging. So, you know, it's just what it is. We're going to move because guess who is here and you get to take care of it. FedEx is here. They are delivering stuff.
Yeah,
So we're going to move over this
Alright,
way.
so we're going to go this way.
And I'm going to get the whatever's
You
coming
take
in.
care of the
Floor models, lights.
floor models. Let's talk about the floor model sale.
Okay, so the floor model sale, if you go on our website, universityofsewing.com, and you pick out the machine you're thinking about, you know what you can do?
What can you do?
You can press on it where they say the prices, and what happens is it has a drop-down menu if there's a floor model. So, yes, we have some floor models. Yes, we don't have some floor models. It just basically boils down to that. Not a big deal, but it is a big deal. If you're in the market for a machine, maybe you have been wanting to upgrade. Maybe you have had your mom's Singer sewing machine for, 30 years. Maybe it is time for you to upgrade. Mm-hmm. What do you think?
I actually just had on one of my Facebook groups that I have, that's a quilting group, a woman just posted, she said, I've been using my mom's old Singer for forever. And she said, and I finally went out and I bought myself a new machine. And she had a picture of a B570 and she was just singing it. She was just like, this machine is so awesome, you guys. I can't believe I waited this long to do it. And I jumped on there and I said, don't wait. If this is something that you love to do, if this is a hobby that you love, go and get yourself, have good equipment. My husband always said that when it comes to a project that you're doing, the tools don't count. And I think the sewing machine, it shouldn't count towards the budget. So so the tools.
That's what it didn't count.
Tools never count towards the budget.
It doesn't count towards the budget, but it does count in the idea that you're going to have something you're going to sit down with pleasure. Every time you sit down to use it, you are going to be happy. Mm-hmm. I mean, the thing about it is when you buy a machine here, and sometimes when you don't buy the machine here, you can come in classes with us. And you know something? We had a customer come in this past week. And she has come in and grumbled about her machine for literally a year. And she didn't buy her machine here. And I had heard her grumble about it, and I knew which machine it was. We sell this machine, and she was grumbling about it. And I said, well, why don't you just come to our Black Bobbin Mastery classes? Why don't you come to our embroidery classes? Grumble, grumble, grumble. Well, finally she came in. She had a problem. She brought it in for servicing. Guess where she didn't take it. And turned out it was a fairly simple thing to fix, and it was user error. But you know what? She took her first mastery class with us this past week.
And smiled.
She was smiling when she left.
We've never seen her smile. And we were like, oh, she's smiling so much. Oh my gosh.
We were so happy because I knew that whatever she had as far as lessons went, that maybe she wasn't ready to hear the stuff. Maybe she just didn't get told the stuff. Whatever it was, we wanted to bring her back in here and make sure that she understood how to use the machine. There was just a couple of little tricks that she was forgetting about. And we brought them back to her and showed her. And you know what? She's not having problems with her machine anymore.
And that's where sometimes in person, you just can't replace it. You got to learn in person.
You
It
guys,
is huge.
Come in and see us. We are always willing to.
And we've
sign up
all
for
done it.
classes. We've all done
We've all done the dumb thing.
the
We've
dumb
all
thing.
done
I didn't want to say the dumb thing. We've all done a dumb thing, but we've all done the dumb thing, right?
We have,
Oh,
and
gosh.
it's just we've all had a problem with our machine, didn't understand why. And you know something? I don't care who the brand is or what it is. If you don't thread it the way the machine wants you to thread it and you don't start the machine, what I always tell people about Berninas is they've got a really good motor in them. If you start sewing and you're not holding that top thread, it's a 50-50 shot whether or not it's going to eat it.
Yeah, it's going to get sucked down and give you that bird's nest on the bottom. So you always have
hold
to
that top
hold
thread.
that top thread. Just for like the first 3 stitches.
Yes.
You don't have to sit there and hold it for forever. Just
No.
start it, okay, and then you can go. And that's where things like knee lifts come in handy, so that if you're holding your top thread and you're holding your fabric, you can get that foot down and get all ready to go.
Yeah. We have got some fabulous machines for you guys, and the floor models are just the beginning of it. What I wanted to point out to you is that, you know, one of the things Bernina is doing right now is they are offering the 790 Pro, the 590 Pro, and there was one more. What am I missing? There was one more. But they come with gifts with purchase. So you guys
Well, I know that
can,
the new serger does.
yes, and we have, you can help our
Oh,
our
and
nice-
we've got another
Now the
delivery.
post office is coming too now, so it's been an entertaining morning.
Hey, Margaret, let's just take a little walk around and you just point out the floor models you have right here. Some people are thinking
Okay.
about it.
By the black
So
table.
these two right here are both 890s, L890s. If you've been thinking about a floor model, you get a full warranty, right? That is part of the deal. You're going to get a full warranty. It is going to be all taken care of for you. We're going to make sure it's serviced before you get it. You are going to be able to start off with everything this machine comes with normally. The floor models are going to come with. And you will be able to get it at a discounted price. So how cool is that? But let's not forget,
It was the 880.
let's,
The
no,
880 comes with
890.
extra gifts.
Oh, the 880. Okay.
880.
All right. Okay. So this L890 is the new Quilters edition. Now we're going to spend a little bit more time on this in another video. I'm going to make one specifically for this. No, we don't have a floor model sale on this one, guys. I keep on trying to rearrange this table and people keep on rearranging it on me. So this particular machine comes with a quilt kit, a pattern to go with it. It comes with your bag. It's going to come with extra feet and the big
book is here.
the big book of Serger Quilting.
Quilting.
Look how gorgeous this is.
Oh,
We're
my
going to be
gosh.
doing an event with this. That's going to be an in-house event that you're
see.
going to be able to attend if you want to try this machine out.
All the
this
things
is-
you can do.
this is so
It's
cool.
amazing. This
Now-
is amazing.
We don't have a lot of these in stock right now. So if you want one, get on it. Make sure that you get it.
You want one.
So it's so beautiful. And what we do have as, I know why that was on there, Dave. It was for the cabinet.
For the cabinet.
It was for the cabinet.
The cabinet. Yes.
So the cabinet is a floor model that is for sale, but not obviously the brand new machine. I know we haven't even threaded it yet. So
I was gonna say, I haven't even seen it run.
No, it hasn't run yet.
We have to
So
play with it.
okay, so actually we're gonna go that way. So we're gonna go this way. I want to make sure that people know that we still have a couple of these 500s in stock.
Yes.
This is an amazing price, guys. This is good. Through the end of the month, you have for 500 Bernina embroidery exclusive machine. This machine is only $2,000.
Yeah.
You get 2 hoops with it. You get and you know, I mean, I think you know that you want to sew on your sewing machine. And if you want to do embroidery, you do not want to tie up your sewing machine. Let's get the 500 and then you can just do embroidery on the 500.
And
How
work
cool
on
is
other
that?
projects on your sewing machine. Yeah, this is incredible. Don't forget also that February is embroidery month. Happy embroidery month, everybody. That's why-
25% off the hoops.
That's what I was gonna say. 25% off of embroidery hoops and stabilize.
The embroidery stabilizer box.
The embroidery
There's a
stabilizer
whole box
box,
full
yes.
of it.
And that's why we have all these fantastic deals on these embroidery machines. That's why you get extra gifts with your 590 Pro and your 790 Pro because they come with embroidery.
Yes, and we have a one of the Bernettes 70s. It is a floor model, and
yes.
it is available too.
And that is also embroidery
so let's
only.
go over here real quick and
Hey, Denise, we need you back on here. You have a fan.
Ah,
was Elaine looking for?
No, it's her husband.
does that count? I feel like he's required.
I haven't seen him in a couple days, so.
Oh, okay.
There we go. We brought her back.
I'm glad you're home.
I hope your flight went well.
Right.
So, floor models we were talking about. How about a 535?
Sweet little
Such a
machine.
great-
And I
How
love the
about
table.
a
the table.
570?
One of my favorites.
Nice machine. Okay, we are done right here. And oh, wait a minute. No, that's not true.
I was gonna say, don't we have cues? We have
Ooh,
cues.
These are our
Cues.
favorites.
How about a Q20 on a lift table? Amazing deal on this floor model. You have wanted something you could stand at or sit down.
Yes.
This is your machine.
Yes.
And it has plenty of room because look
Look at the wings. I
that.
can't lift that one
Yeah,
up.
you can't lift that one up yet. So, and it has drawers and it has little things that sit here on the corners. So you make this great big U around you. How cool is that?
I know. It's amazing.
That's really fun.
So there are actually
The
things that
secret
could
snack
flex.
compartment.
The secret is that where that holds the snacks?
That's exactly what that is.
Forget about the thread. Fill
Jelly
it with
beans,
chocolate.
M&Ms.
Chocolate. No, I'm a chocolate girl. No jelly beans.
I don't do jelly beans.
Oh, I'll take yours.
Okay. I'm just wondering if you need a large Q with a Q-matic. Do you need a large Q with a Q-matic? We have the 24-inch. It's got all this room to quilt. You can do free motion with it. You can work on it with using the Q-matic. It will quilt for you.
Want to talk about just
You
like
and I are lucky
sewing
enough
on your
to sew
sewing
on
machine?
one of these all the time.
Yes.
You have the other one we're going to show in just a
Yes.
minute.
Yes.
So you're not going to be in a shop that doesn't do this regularly and doesn't understand it because not just me. I got these two. All right, come on, guys. Let's look at this real quick. Don't trip on the quilt.
Don't trip
I
on the
gotta
cord.
say
there's a quilt here.
Okay, so this one is so cool. You've got a Q16 Plus on a 10-foot studio frame. Floor model, guys. And you know what? If you want to add Q-matic to it,
I was gonna say it's a plus, so that means
we have that Q-matic in stock right now.
that's right.
So it hasn't been put on the frame yet, and we're talking about doing that. But if you buy this before I can do that, then you know that's gonna make sure that you get this at your house and be able to use it like what Rachel does all the time.
Absolutely. This is I love this little baby so much. I love the studio frame. I think it's a great size. I have my studio frame, like I don't have it set up in a special like warehouse or pole barn or anything. It's in my upstairs room. There's like the spare room above our garage, and it fits just against the wall. I took over a little wall of my husband's music room. Sorry, baby. Love you. Thanks for the space.
Do you have the 10-foot setup or the 5-foot?
I have the 10-foot setup. I
Yeah,
always have.
for sure.
I have never actually set it up for the 5-foot because I'm like, well, it's like as long as I have the room, I'm gonna leave this nice and long and set up.
More is always better.
And
right?
that way, I never have to worry about what size quilt I'm
Yeah,
putting on.
absolutely.
I can't do a king size quilt on this. I will say the 10-foot. That is the one thing you can't do. You can do. I have done an oversized queen though.
Oh.
So like it was like. I think it was 2 inches wider on either side than a queen, so it wasn't the full like 6 that you get with the king, but I got real close.
You could
Now,
eke it out.
It was squeezy. I had to do a little squeezing, but I did it, and it is currently on somebody's bed. So
That's pretty fabulous. So this is something that even for the person who maybe, if you don't realize how reasonable this can get, it's astonishing how reasonable the prices are now.
it is amazing.
The prices are out of control good.
So with my saying, we even have to readjust it. It's definitely
It's a lot cheaper than a basket.
It's a lot cheaper than a basket. It might even be cheaper. We were talking about buying tools earlier. It might even be cheaper than the router and table saw that we now have downstairs in our basement because it doesn't count towards the budget if you need it.
Right. And there certainly is something to be said for having the right tools for the job.
Right?
So.
Oh, absolutely.
It
it
so
saves everything.
It's so interesting because we've talked about the cabinets before. And if you don't own a cabinet to put your sewing machine in, even if you don't buy it from me, I'm going to suggest that you really look at that. It will save your body a lot of tension and a lot of stress. And unless you're a very tall person, then you might want to put it on blocks
I was gonna
or
say,
something.
like,
We don't have that problem
I was
right
thinking
here.
he was tall, but that's just compared to me.
No, we don't have the tall person problem.
Speaking
at the moment.
of that, I want to point out that if you've had a queue installed and it's not matching your height,
which is a common issue. You oftentimes get it set up, you think you have it at the right height, and then you start using it and realize it's too tall or too short. And so you can get that readjusted. That's something our team with Dave and Aaron, they can definitely do that for you. So
Just
We've
to
got-
talk about
did
that.
you end up having yours adjusted down after we brought it in?
Oh no, I told them just slam it as close to the ground as you possibly can. I was like, I've never actually had the issue of anything being too short for me.
Because the standard is you should have it even with your arm when your arm is at a 45
Yeah.
or 90-degree angle.
And
Right?
this is actually up a little
This
bit.
is up a
You know-
little- it's
you
a
know
little bit
why
high
this
for me.
one? You know why this one's high?
Why is that?
Because we have the casters.
Yeah,
on it.
casters.
Oh, that's true. That'll add
So
a couple inches.
if you get casters on them, they does make them taller.
Yes.
I do have a couple of customers who are tall, and so what they actually wanted was not only casters put on it, but well, wait a minute. No, I think they just did hydraulic lifts.
I was going to say that's a really good way to go because then depending on what you're doing,
You can just
if you're doing ruler work and you want it a little lower, you can adjust it literally with the push of a button, or you know you're taller. and you want
if
it a
you
little higher.
didn't know that, now you can't do the hydraulics on the 10-foot frame.
yes, it
You
has
have to
be.
go on a pro frame.
Right.
But you can get the pro frame at a 9-foot, you can get it at a 12-foot or 13. What we've got set up in the shop right now, what is our floor model at the moment, is a 13-foot frame.
The big
Okay,
mama.
Yeah.
so
speaking of being set up, we should point out that for the Heritage Quilt Show, we will have a separate booth
just for our long
Just
arms.
for the
long
long
arms.
arms. And I think, am I going to be there?
You're going to be there.
I'm
We're
gonna
going to
be
have,
there. I'm
and
gonna
she's
be
going to
showing
be
everybody.
demonstrating this lovely machine. I think we're going to have Alice Ridge maybe at our other booth, because I was thinking about having it set up with a machine that can do both embroidery or not.
Cool.
That's
So I think she's the
fantastic.
perfect person to include in on that. I will be running back and forth between the booths is what I think I'm going to be doing. And I'm going to have you here through the
I'm
entire
going to hold
show.
down the fort right here.
Right.
Which,
So-
which will still be, open for business during
It'll
the
be
show.
a happening, rocking kind of a spot. So
Yes.
go visit the
We've
quilt show
already-
for sure.
We've already got people asking us to order them things, and they're going to pick them
Yes.
up when they come and
Yep,
visit.
absolutely.
So-
Good morning, Donna, by the way. Yeah.
So let's go over that way.
All right.
And I want to show off these Sew Steady tables. If you get our emails, you probably have seen that we are going to, they have a really special thing going on right now. And today we have both a ruler work and a BSR class. And these tables that I'm going to show you,
Oh, me? Oh, here. Okay.
We have this very special bag, and it is going to be able to contain something that you can take to workshops such as the Indiana Heritage Quilt Show,
Uh-huh.
or to our BSR class, or our ruler work class.
Ruler class, free
This
motion
is-
quilting on your domestic machine with
This-
Rachel.
This will make your going to these events and having the space to work on so much easier.
So much
So
easier.
we have in stock that you could get right now if you want. We have one of these for a 5 series. That means a 535, a 570, or a 590. We also have them as it's set up right here. One of the other floor models we've got right now is 735 with the Sew Steady table on it. The bag comes as part of the deal. And yes, look at this.
Look at this.
You're
So
going to
you-
be able to store rulers in
You
it.
open it up, you put your table in here, you can slide your plexiglass table in here. All of those legs come off
They
and
just-
they go into this front
It's
pocket
so
here,
easy.
because this has a little bit more room for those kind of bulky legs. And then you open it up and look at all of your pockets. Pockets, people, pockets. Pockets are the answer always.
So you can put your acrylic table in here. The legs come off of it very easily. And you're set and ready to go, guys. Just set and ready to go. And look how beautiful this is. It has a measuring thing on it. It's set up so that this will fit right onto your 7 series. So it works for a 770. It will work for a 735 or a 790. And you can, as I said, I've already got some here so that if you have a 4 series machine or you have a 5 series machine, that is like a 535, a 570, a 590. Or if you've got a 435, a 475, or a 480, we have the tables today to do that. I only got one of each, but they are in stock in the shop right this minute. But did you know that it doesn't matter where you live? I can have the company send you this package and they will drop ship it directly to you. So if you've been working, we talk about the table and the cabinets. If you've not been able to get a cabinet, maybe it's not in your budget.
Which is
Everybody
understandable.
has budgets. These are only $150 right now. Normally it is $200.
And one of the things that I really love about this is I'm just going to interrupt you for a second, is that it is flat. The extension tables that come with your B7 series and your 8 series and your 5 series, they are mostly flat, but then they fall off a little bit. They have a little curve to them. And that's mostly fine, but oh man, I want
This
that
is
flat
bigger.
surface. This is bigger.
This is a
it's
nice
wider.
size.
And I will say this ruler on my old Sew Steady table, I used this little ruler all the time. I would be sewing and I'd go, oh, that doesn't quite line up. And I would check to make sure like, oh, I didn't quite sew my scant 1/4 inch. And that's why nothing's lining up. It's just so great to have this little ruler right here just to check everything.
No, it's really nice. And the fact that you get the bag with it, That means you can take it to retreats, you can take it to your classes, anything that you want to have the table available to you, you can take it. If you're the kind of person who maybe you go to a cabin in the summertime, or you go down to the lake or to the ocean maybe for some period of time, you may not want to spend the money on a cabinet for that location. This is a perfect solution, and as I said, $50 savings on it right now is so wonderful. And you can get these also, you know, we had it set up for all the Berninas, but it doesn't matter if it's a Bernina, because So Steady will cut it out for the machine you've got. So,
and this would actually be great for the Bloomington Quilters Guild, who I know, ladies, you are at the retreat right now. If you're watching us, hi. I hope you get some really good ta-das today, some good quilt top finishes. This would be a great thing to have at the retreat for yourselves. Treat yourself, girls.
yes, and this is not like a super expensive buy, so this seems like it's really great. I want to go real quick before we finish up today and bring us back to this machine. Because if you see what you get with this, this may be the best time I've ever seen to buy a 590. So, of course, you're going to get embroidery with it. That's part of the deal with the 590. It's got pinpoint placement. It has a really special deal going on right now.
Has the high-speed
Right there.
embroidery unit.
High-speed embroidery unit. And what it's got right now is it's going to have a box of stabilizer for you. You are going to get the embroidery software core skills course so that you will learn how to use the V9 software. Guys, this software is typically $27.50. It is very expensive. It's a hard purchase to make after you've just gone and spend the money a lot of times for your machine. If you decide that you're going to get this machine, now you are going to get that software for free. You're going to get a skills club class to go with it. One of the things that I think has really been a very significant and true thing for a lot of people is, yes, you go to classes and you learn how to use your software, but what will be really helpful with having the Skills Hub is now you'll be able to go online and you'll be able to just be able to refresh your memory. And this is the basics for it. So along with Alice's class that she's doing on the software building blocks, then you can go ahead and get this class too. You are going to be set and ready to go, guys. This is really great. Embroidery stabilizer, the machine, and the software and the class to go with it. One last time to tell everybody what they are going to get if they share our video today, Rachel.
All right, so remember today, our giveaway, we are thinking spring and summer and warm weather. We have our Bernina koozie for all of your beverages, adult and otherwise. And then we have our 3-piece fat quarter batik bundle that's in these lovely little patriotic fabrics. So we can start thinking about 4th of July. We can start thinking about barbecues. We can start thinking about hanging out on the deck. All you have to do is share our Facebook Live and put in the comments that you shared it, and you will be entered to win this.
Okay, guys. I don't know what's going on today, but it's already been packed full of stuff. And as you can see, the shop is just bubbling with action. If you are coming in for ruler work or for the BSR class, we will see you soon. If you haven't planned a trip yet, what's stopping you? We've got the quilt show coming up at the end of the month. There's all kinds of things. Oh, guess what else we've got going on? We are going to be having an OESD event in April. You guys, I will have the information out very soon. Hopefully by next week, we will have all the details for you. And there's going to be 2 different events we're doing, a 1-day event and a 2-day event. Maybe that is your excuse to come and visit us.
Come and visit us and definitely look at all of our wonderful embroidery machines today. Wow, that's...
Yeah, for some reason I had the same problem, so I don't know.
Embroidery.
Yeah, it wasn't coming out right. Okay, guys, come and see us. We'll be happy to show you the sewing machine of your dreams, but we'll also be happy to help you with picking out fabric or whatever else it is you need.
Anything you need. We are total sewing nerds.
Yes, we are sewing nerds.
People are always like, I don't know, is it okay if I ask for help? And we're like, yes, please, let's talk about this.
Because we
want to.
All right, guys. We will come back tomorrow morning at 9:30. We've got some new fabrics, some new products to show, and I'll be looking forward to seeing you. Don't forget, if you do already have your embroidery machines, you can get the stabilizer embroidery bundle. That is 25% off. You can get the embroidery hoops. Those are 25% off. We've also got the 44C foot that is available for 25% off.
The accessory of the month.
So we have lots of things for you, and we hope we will see you soon, or at least hear from you. Thanks for everybody for ordering online at universityofsewing.com. We appreciate it. Have a great day, everybody.
Happy Friday.